My God, it's frozen.
I am James ALOFS. I left the big city to build an off-grid homestead on 40 acres of Canadian wilderness. This area of Ontario has giant ridgelines, deep valleys, and pure rivers. Black bears, gray wolves, mountain lions, moose, and many forest spirits share the land. I started in November 2023. Starting with a modest 12 by 16 foot guest cabin, my goal is to build such a glorious homestead that I attract a magnificent wife, have 10 babies, and raise an Irish wolfhound. Welcome to Wild Homestead.
You know, I pretty much eat like a paleo diet or like a carnivore diet. But my one kind of cheat meal per week is I eat this box. I'll eat a box of this Dorset cereals. I believe it's from Dorset, England, and with little chocolate chips in there. God damn, this is good. With raspberries. Change it up from the berries and cherries. Can't be berries and cherries 100% of the time. 99% of the time is okay. But this is just freaking delicious, man. And I do get, you know, energy crashes, I'm not going to lie. Compared to eating a steak, I'll get a little sluggish after a few hours after eating this, but it just tastes so good on the way down. 3 down, 3 to go. 6 of 6. Where are they? 6 of 6, 3/4 inch plywood, 4 feet by 8 feet. My neck. Ladies out there, I hope you like thick necks, because my neck's just doubled. Check it out. Nice and covered up. All these plywood, because this plywood is going to be the floor for my loft, so I can't have it getting all wet. So tomorrow morning, I've just posted about this live on my Instagram. Tomorrow morning is going to be wild. Right now, it's about +7. At around 4 a.m., it's going to be +4. By sunrise at 7:15, it's going to be -8. And it's going to go from raining and -4 at 4 a.m., +4 at 4 a.m., to torrential snow at sunrise at 7:15 or whatever.
Oh my God. It's been freezing rain. The one kind of weather that legitimately scares me, that I think is dangerous, is freezing rain. That's the one you do not want to get caught. Be out in freezing rain. You don't want to get covered in freezing rain, especially if it's going to minus temperatures, because if you're wet and then it freezes, oh boy, you can actually kind of die in those situations. So we got to be super careful today. Oh man, the temperature is dropping. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I just checked. It's already dropped. The temperature's dropped to -5. This is nuts. And there's some kind of freezing slate, snow, rain stuff coming on down outside. And the fun thing about a hot tent is that when it's -5 outside, it's -5 inside. Before you get the stove started, of course. Balaclavas are the best things ever. These things warm you up quick like nothing else. Because it just, I think 40% of heat loss is through your head and neck. And it just completely covers that all up.
Oh, whoa, oh, God damn. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Yeah. It's all like it's half frozen water mush.
Oh, God damn. That's delicious. This is I think this is how they make that, what is it called? Bulletproof coffee? MCT oil? Although it is missing something. Well, once I get the cabin built and I've got a proper like air sealed stove, because many people don't realize a stove like this is not air sealed. Like generally what you have in a proper cabin, when you have that airtight stove, it can burn for much longer. It's much more efficient. This is just a less efficient stove. These kind of big iron, kind of open stoves. So, this thing will burn, even if I close down close down the damper and then close down the flue damper as well, it'll maybe burn for 3 hours, but with those airtight stoves, if you do them properly, they can basically burn all night long. So can't wait to get in my cabin and can kind of set it and then wake up in a warm cabin. That'll be really nice. It's minus 20, so it might be too cold to start this sucker. I think it's going to be a high of about minus 10 later this afternoon. The problem is we're going to be building the loft floor today. So I already got the plywood back, but all of the 2x6s, the 12-footers are out near my driveway. So be much faster to get them back here with the ATV, but let's see what we can get done. Hopefully let it warm up a bit and we'll be able to get this ATV started and bring in our material. crap. The timber lock screws, the structural framing screws I got are too long. I bought 8 inchers. I probably should be using like 6 or 4 inchers. You look at the one down there. Bad news bears, man. I gotta get new screws. These ledger boards that I'm putting up on the inside that the joists are gonna sit on, I'm using 2x6s. I'm actually thinking maybe I should use 2x8s just in case, instead of 2x6s, just for that more support. So I think I'm gonna run into town as fast as I possibly can right now. It's about midday, as you can see, and pick up 2 ledger boards that are 2x8s instead of 2x6s, as well as get the proper length screws, because I really don't feel comfortable going forward like this as is. Got the 2x8s by 10s, just walking them back, and something struck me just as I was pulling into my driveway. I'm going to show you on the top of the walls. I think it might be a great idea. It might require another trip into town though. Okay, so this is the epiphany that I had. We've secured the 2x8s. They're over there. Now I thought that's going to give me, it's going to be more solid of a ledger board for me here that I'm securing my my hanging floor joists into. But look at this. If I go, so 2x8 brings me down to here. If I go to 2x10 or 2x12, what that allows me to do, if I flatten this log as well with the chainsaw debarker, that means my ledger board at the top, I am securing to this top log, and then the bottom I can secure to the log below, and that really gives much more rigid surface to then attach my hanging floor joists, right? My double 2x6 floor joists. These are the double joists, so this holds 2 2x6s. And the reason that I don't want to go bigger than 2x6 is that these walls are 8 feet tall, right? They're 8 feet tall, but 6 inches will be lost if I use 2x6s here. If my floor is 2x6s, there's 6 inches lost there. Plus, the plywood on top, that's a foot lost. So my 8-foot walls go down to 7 feet of headroom. Plus, because there's a 1/2 inch of shrinkage of the wood, this is raw wood, and compression, 1/2 inch per foot, that means we're probably going to lose 4 feet in the walls. So with my floor on the bottom and the loft floor here, plus shrinkage and compression of the wood, these 8-foot walls, this 8 foot of head space goes down to 7 feet, goes down to 6 feet 8 inches. And I'm 6'3". So that's only about 5 inches, right, of headroom underneath this floor. So there's not a lot of, room of error. So if I go with 2x8s to hang here or 2x10s, that's going to shrink it down even more. There's not a huge margin of error. So that's why I'm wanting to stick with the 2x6s. I'm doubling them up for extra support. This is really going to screw me up because that means I have to go run back into town again, right? And hopefully by the end of the day I can get it put up. But I think this is what I need to do. Like, I'm going to be living in this. Is important that I get this right, this ledger board, right? So I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to get 2x12s. I can use my 2x8s over there for something else, no problem at all. But I'm going to get 2 10-foot long 2x12s. I'm going to flatten this log as well on either side. And then that way it's going to be so much more rigid having the 2x12 tacked in up here and tacked in down here. I do apologize, guys. I wish I could be showing you more action this week, but some of these things you don't really understand what's going on until you see it and you're there at that point, right? And I think this is going to be so much more stable. The other thing I got on this trip is 3.5 inch framing nails. I looked at the specifications online for my brackets, and it actually suggested I use 3.5 inch nails, and I only have 2.5 inch. So thank God I ran in, I got, these are the correct ones. The other major score, so I needed to get shorter timber lock screws, right? I found that the same company makes something called ledger lock, which is specifically for ledgers. So this is perfect. They're about double the thickness of my timber lock screws. They're very thick. So this is perfect. Remember, it's a hybrid screw nail. It's 50% nail, 50% screw. This is 2 legal code for Canada, the United States. So this is going to be perfect for these ledger boards. Dang, 2x12s are heavy. They're also $50 each. Holy sh! God damn. God dang. Didn't know this, but they only sell 2x12s in 12-foot lengths, so gotta cut it down to 10 feet. The chainsaw debarker tool, I got to make sure that this is kind of level with the bottom layer. This is a bigger log than this one. So out here, I'm going to need to shave off quite a bit. But as you go back, it actually gets closer and closer. So got to do a little bit of work to shave that down. That ledger board, ladies and gentlemen, having it secured on the 2 logs instead of just the one, it's so much more solid. Oh my goodness. Also, check out this awesome same brand of the, these are the Timberlock screws I've been using on all of the logs. And these are their ledger lock. Look, that's like double the thickness of this one. Very, very cool, specifically for securing ledger boards. And to be able to sink a screw in the top and a bolt in the bottom on each log is going to make this so dang robust. So when I put my joist, let me grab a joist for you. When I have my double 2x6 hanging joists up here, you can see that this is going to maximize headroom below, because remember, the tolerances we're dealing with are not super huge in terms of headroom. So I could use a 2x8 or a 2x10 for the floor, but I'd rather give more headroom, use this double 2x6 spaced 16 inches on center all the way down. But I'm so happy I did this. I apologize. If this had worked out straight away and I didn't have to do 6 hours of driving today to figure this out, I would have had the floor up and it done. But I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted the floor done for you and to be able to fly the drone over and go look at the glory, finish the gable, and then finish the floor. And then it's going to make the gable behind me so much easier to build. But it's critical that I get this figured out and done properly so that my floors are nice and stable here in the loft. I couldn't be happier with this. This is so dang sturdy, ladies and gentlemen. See you next week on Wild Homestead.